Hey guys, Brian from wrenchesandrides.com. We have a 2019 Ford Super Duty here. This would apply to anything 2017 and up. We tow a fifth wheel. We have a B&W gooseneck hitch in the back with a Champion receiver that goes inside of it for our fifth wheel. We do not have the optional plug for your trailer wiring in the bed. I think that's going to be common across the board for a lot of trucks that were purchased off the lot. Now, if you want OEM quality at an affordable price, you can actually get the Ford OEM wiring harness that you could have bought optional. I bought it through Tasca Parts. It's model number HC3Z-15A416-A. Comes with everything you need, less the instructions. And don't worry, I have you covered on that. The instructions for it are in the description below. Now, you won't need the instructions for putting it in since we have this video, but you will need the instructions for the template of where to drill your hole. So what we're going to do here is walk you through everything, but the first thing I'm going to suggest is go down, click on those instructions, print them out. And once you print them out, make sure you print them out to exact size. Don't have it shrink to fit the page or anything, and it'll actually have measurements on the template so that you can measure it out to make sure it is correct. With our template measured up so we know it's printed correctly, we'll just slide it in place. It's labeled for the bed seam, the tailgate seam. Very simple. It'll probably sit there, but we're just going to throw a piece of tape over it. Take our punch, and then we'll punch the 4 holes in the center of the 2 1/8 inch hole. Pick that up to make sure everything went through. And there we have it. Basically 5 holes. So we'll drill the 11/32 first. This is a 2 1/8 inch hole saw. We're just going to take it nice and slow. As you've seen, most of these holes drilled very quickly through this aluminum. If you use a good sharp hole saw, you don't have to use a lot of speed as you're going through, and you will definitely feel it as you get to the end, because the last thing you want to do is continue to push that drill through and hit the outside of your bed, which would leave a very nice dent that you could see. So take your time drilling this hole. Make sure you use a good paint in this situation, because this is where a lot of the road grime goes up into and can collect. Obviously, salt in open aluminum where there's no paint could be a bad thing. And we also don't want to have any other metals touching this. You can splatter paint around this hole because there is a nice case that's going to go over it and cover everything. So at this point in time, the paint's dried a little bit. We can take these clips, slide them into place. At this point, we want to drop the spare tire so we have room to move around and get some of the cables detached under there and run this wire exactly the same as it would be from the factory. This wiring harness actually has the factory push pins on it that'll go right into the body. So we want to pre-wire or pre-run this over the frame. Leaving us with 2 connections here. Basically, all we're going to do is pull this guy out, plug him into here, making sure it's nice and tight. And then we're going to take the other side of the T and connect it up to the trailering wire harness. Now what we can do here is move things around so that they're a little bit more secure later. But at this time, we'll move over and take care of the other side of the pigtail. This pigtail comes over the frame and there's a hole in the body. Push that tab through. This guy, the same thing, right into the truck. And then we can push this directly up to the hole we just cut and push it through. Zip tie these wires so that they are secure to the factory wiring harness and they do not get in the way of the spare tire that will be going in here. And just kind of make things nice and clean so nothing comes untied. We're almost done here. You just slide your plugs together with the plastic over mold. Slide this plug in until it clicks. Give it a hard pull to make sure that it's there. Then it's going to slide through and get bolted in place. This is a 7mm, and you're going to want to start them and then snug them all up together. If you have a trailer wire tester, you could put it in right now and test it out. Otherwise, hook this up to your trailer, make sure it works. We're going to clean up all the leftover metal from the drilling, and then we'll put our spare tire on. That's it, guys. Once your tire is back up and in place and you tested everything out, you are set. So this is realistically a 20-minute job. If I didn't have the camera in the way and trying to walk through the different steps, it would be clip, 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 drill a couple holes, paint things up, let it dry, and slap it into place. So it's a very simple thing that you can do in your driveway without a problem. You don't have to lift this up. Obviously, to get a camera underneath, it's a little bit easier. Other than that, cake. Highly suggest that you do this yourself and not pay someone else to do it. Get the Ford wiring harness because you can get everything that you would need for the aluminum. It's going to fit in as it should underneath and not be some of the generics out there that are really cheap. When it comes down to wiring and trusting that your trailer brakes work, I really like to rely on something that's OEM rather than something that's more generic and fits all. So thank you for watching this video. Again, we'll have all the instructions, all the links to where we bought things in the description. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and give us a like on this video. We appreciate your time. Have a great day.